Hello and welcome back to our weekly training focusing on increasing our service and management skills in the sphere of real estate brokers. We get a lot of good responses from those who are watching and asking more questions, and we really appreciate that and would like to engage even more, so feel free to reach out with other questions, or you can look at our previous lessons and trainings that we do on a weekly basis in the sphere of how to better service your clients in the space of real estate. Today I want to focus on our thought of the day. It's called Embrace Critical Thinking. It is important that we become critical thinkers in the space of business development, and in our business as brokers. We need to ask questions to ourselves, ask questions to other people who can help build our business up. We need to focus on analyzing what works, what doesn't work, how to improve something. This is all part of embracing critical thinking. We have to learn to evaluate, kind of self-grade yourself. See what really is good and what's not. That's why in classes they grade, not to kind of destroy your self-confidence, but at the same time give you a true evaluation of what things are worth. Do you know your math? Do you know your science? Do you know your math or your accounting or your marketing and so forth? All the spheres that have to do with business. And in critical thinking, you have to make judgments. You have to come to resolutions. You have to say, you know what, up to today, this stuff does not work and it didn't work and it needs to stop. Or we're bleeding too much money here and we need to make the judgment call and stop this and reinvest our marketing dollars for something else. But critical thinking is so crucial to develop in our own personal lives, but so important to develop in our business. It's almost like making a reassessment every time you're engaging with your business. So grow in critical thinking, study it more, understand it more, apply it more in your own business. Last session, we focused on how to increase our services in new home space. Again, the whole training is how to keep growing in our service skills so we can better service our clients. And I hope that through all the trainings that we've had, when you learn about the service skills, you go and start applying it in your business, and what you'll find is the more service skills you have, the higher the income. The more service skills you have, the more lead conversion. Why? Because your offerings keep increasing. Your ability to maintain your client gets better. Your retention on creating long-term relationship is getting more and more exciting. So it's so important that we build our services. And if you didn't see our session, please scroll back or find the video on how to build your services in the new home space. Today, it's not going to be more of like a service skill, but more on the concept of entrepreneurship. Because you and I were both in business. You and I were focusing on how to grow our business. You and I are thinking about, hey, how do we move from here to here? How do I go from making $10,000 to $50,000 to $100,000? Both of us are in entrepreneurship, and it is truly a lifestyle. Being an entrepreneur or being a real estate broker, being somebody who brings their own business in the book of business to their business, learning to manage sales, marketing, all of these categories. But entrepreneurship is really a journey of a life. In entrepreneurship, we have our first lesson that I want to bring in. And I truly want to focus on this because a lot of us have maybe reached, a ceiling or we haven't even started or we don't even know where our ceiling's at. But we have to embrace this in entrepreneurship. And if we don't, we will not be able to even move forward. Again, when I started in real estate, I was not a rookie of the year my first year. I barely closed any transactions. I barely made any money. But my first year was attained to this. My first year was attained to committing to self-mastery. And that is the training for today. Are you willing to commit to self-mastery? If you don't know something, are you willing to learn? If you're not good at something, are you willing to get better? If you don't understand something, are you willing to be vulnerable to start understanding? And this is important when we embrace self-mastery. The first level of self-mastery is a deep, deep decision inside of your belief system. When I got into real estate, I didn't have an understanding of goal setting, what's my GCI, how many transactions. None of that verbiage actually was common to me. I had no idea. I came from the construction. I understood 2x4s and beams and all of this other stuff, but I had no idea of this language of real estate. But I have made a decision in my belief system that I will be a real estate broker, that I have no other options, that this is the only option, and that I must pursue self-mastery in this category. But how do you know that it's deep-rooted, a belief, a decision made upon your belief system? Your actions reflect. 20 years later, I'm still a broker. 20 years later, I grew as a broker. I grew my service skills, I mastered in business, I mastered in accounting, I mastered in marketing. I'm constantly mastering myself, but it all starts within your belief system. Deep down, are you willing to pursue what you're truly wanting to pursue? So unravel everything and see in your belief system, do you truly believe that this is the way you're going? And again, there's plenty of business for everybody. There's plenty of work for everybody. Those who are truly pursuing and seeking it. Choose to accept the challenges is number 2 when you're committing to self-mastery. You have to embrace challenges. You understand that, hey, I have to move to this level, but you have to embrace challenges. If you step aside and look at any sports player, and I like sports because business is almost like a sport. What do sports people have off the court? They have discipline, training, accountability. They have people who push them into self-mastery. They say, the way you hold the ball is incorrectly. You have to hold it this way. The way you're doing your steps is not the way you're throwing the ball. You don't have enough energy. We got to go to the weight room and gain some more muscle. You're not running fast enough. Well, we got to lose some weight. So you run. I mean, we're seeking self-mastery. But it starts from accepting the challenges. If you're not willing to do 100 push-ups, if you're not willing to get up 30 minutes before the office is open and spend 20 minutes studying what you need to do for that day, if you're not willing to sit up late and write your business plan for the next year, what you truly want to accomplish, but are you truly willing to face the challenges to get you to the next level? And are you going to pay people? People say, oh, you got to pay coaches? Absolutely. In business, you have to pay coaches. Why? Because they're the ones who are pushing you in self-mastery. Embrace learning and growing. Embrace learning and growing. When you look at traditional kind of path that people take outside of entrepreneurship, people finish high school, they go to college, they go to university, they get a job. What do they have? They embrace learning. They understand that learning something through the process is going to get them somewhere. Entrepreneurship is the same thing. Go to the conferences. Go to the masterminds. Go to your local networking events. Go to those places because you have to learn and grow. If you take one thing out of that, I always take a notepad with me and pen, no matter which meeting I go to. No matter if I'm a one-on-one meeting or there's 10 of us or there's 500 of us or there's a couple thousand of us. Why? Just one thought that you capture through that meeting can change your business. Just one strategy can change your business. Just one concept, one principle can change you. Why? Because you're always seeking to grow. You're always seeking to raise your ceiling. Number 4 is surround yourself with people of the same mindset. If you want to commit to self-mastery, I don't want a coach who's not committed to self-mastery. I don't want an accountant who's not committed to self-mastery. I don't want a business developer person. I don't want a builder who's not committed to something. Why? Because they slow you down. The minute you have made a decision to go, you must join yourself with people who want to go. This is what makes a team win. This is what makes a team be successful. Why? Because everybody on that team wants to go. So it is so important, the minute you commit that you want to grow, go to those places where people grow. Go to the conferences. Go to the masterminds. Focus on mastering self. Growing yourself in the spheres of entrepreneurship. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But this is crucial if you want to develop in your business. This is crucial if you want to build your real estate business. You must focus in self-mastery. You must obtain self-mastery and understand that choice is all what makes you go forward. Not next year, not next week, but today. What is this decision that you're going to make today that is going to move you forward? You embrace that decision and you hold on to it. You make it on the level of your belief system and your will. I choose to do this, and you move forward. So our challenge is that we grow in self-mastery. Look at your business. If you're not happy with what you have, talking about critical thinking, if you're not excited about your business, if you're not excited about your life, you must adopt what? Self-mastery. You must learn how to grow. You must embrace challenges. But you must understand every time you pursue and go forward, there's a reward at every single level. There's no reward for those who are lazy. There's no reward for those who don't want to do anything. But being an entrepreneur, being in the real estate business, there's great reward for those who pursue self-mastery.